I've been really digging into these new AI tools that promise to turn your long videos into those snappy vertical shorts for Reels, Shorts, and TikTok. If you're already producing longer content, honestly, this capability is a total game changer for distribution. Now, let's be clear, I don't see any of these apps replacing a skilled human editor for your big high-end projects. But for solo creators, small teams, or anyone trying to save big money instead of paying $20 to $50 per short, these tools offer massive leverage. I decided to walk through 3 specific apps I tested, sharing the pros, the cons, and which one I'm personally sticking with. I'm not ranking them in a strict order. We'll cover the features, the pricing structure, and any cool bonus feature that stood out in each. My main testing criteria were processing speed if the AI clips actually make sense on their own, caption accuracy, the pricing model, and one extra thing I absolutely loved about each platform. First up is Munch, and the initial flow is super straightforward. You just drop in your YouTube link or upload the original file and it queues up for processing. The wait time I experienced varied quite a bit, but you should probably plan for something like 30 to 40 minutes as an average time commitment. While that's certainly not instant, it's manageable if you batch a whole week's worth of uploads all at once. When asking if the AI cut makes narrative sense, I'd give Munch a solid 6 out of 10 rating right now. It does a respectable job pulling out interesting moments, but sometimes it slices right in the middle of a thought or cuts off the end of a crucial sentence, leaving a few clips feeling a little awkward. The genuinely cool part is that you can instruct it on the desired length for each cut, say 10, 20, 30, or 60 seconds, or just let the AI make its own decisions. That kind of upfront flexibility is super handy when you absolutely need a guaranteed length teaser clip ready for Instagram Shorts. Captions within the Munch platform came out surprisingly clean, earning a solid 9 out of 10 in my testing because they aligned well with the audio and needed very minimal manual fixes. The pricing tier I looked at was quite reasonable, landing around $49 for 100 minutes of processed video, which mathematically translates to a ton of shorts for much less than paying an editor per piece. My favorite bonus feature was the incredibly helpful time-stamped log of every single cut the AI made, which is gold for cross-referencing later in the master file. They also support direct integration for publishing straight to Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram, letting you automate that final step if you prefer a set-it-and-forget-it workflow. Next on the list is video.ai, and I've been using this one more frequently because its clip selection is generally quite solid and it's fast. I'm talking about seeing a full link processed and ready to review in as little as 10 minutes sometimes, which is fantastic when you're trying to crank out a high volume of content quickly. Regarding whether the clips form a coherent narrative, I'd score video.ai a 7 out of 10 for clip quality. It seems to prioritize pulling out moments that are clearly topical, so the resulting clips usually stand on their own and deliver a mini message, which is exactly what you want from repurposing efforts. The big sticking point for me, however, has been the captions, which often do not line up correctly with the actual spoken subtitles, forcing me to resync them later. This caption reliability issue is why I have to give the subtitling feature a very low 2 out of 10 score for its current performance. In terms of cost, they offer a pretty approachable free tier, followed by paid plans that unlock more minutes, often sitting nicely in that $29 to $49 range depending on your volume needs. The standout bonus I appreciated here was the topic-based clipping engine, as it seemed to grasp the overall themes in the long video to generate shorts focused on a single coherent idea. The third contender I jumped in with was Opus.pro, and I discovered this one more recently, and it quickly shot up to become a personal favorite for several key reasons. The average processing time I saw was quite reasonable during my tests, clocking in at about 15 minutes from upload to first review. More importantly, the resulting clips they produce are often the absolute cleanest in terms of overall structure and narrative flow. When judging the clips on whether they make big picture sense, Opus earns an impressive 9 out of 10 from me because it seems to focus intensely on the core points. It sculpts those core points into short, punchy segments that genuinely do not feel like they are missing crucial context from the original recording. Captions are another area where Opus really shines because they are clean, stylistically consistent, and perfectly aligned with the audio track. I gave the caption quality a perfect 10 out of 10 score, since they virtually never required any manual fixes and simply look professional straight out of the box. Right now, Opus offers a free tier for a limited number of videos, but as a newer tool, there's always a slight risk that pricing or features could shift as they scale up their user base. Now, this brings us to Vizard, which I mentioned not to trash the others, but to show why this platform is naturally my go-to recommendation for most creators I advise. Vizard also isn't pretending to replace a human editor, but it successfully solves some of the biggest pain points I encountered while testing those other applications. First off, Vizard's clip selection is specifically tuned with a focus on maximizing viral potential through something they call auto-editing viral clips. Instead of just cutting based on pauses or volume spikes, Vizard actually analyzes engagement metrics to pick the moments most likely to succeed in a fast-moving vertical feed. When you compare that to Munch's awkward mid-sentence chops or video.ai's frustrating caption sync issues, Vizard truly nails the moments that feel complete and instantly shareable. The second massive win is Vizard's built-in auto-schedule feature, which is a workflow game changer. You input your desired posting frequency and optimal time windows, and the AI then queues up and publishes those new clips automatically across your linked accounts. Unlike tools that only export files, this scheduler actively removes the human error from maintaining a consistent publishing rhythm across all your channels. The third component that makes a huge difference is the integrated content calendar, which is genuinely useful for managing your output. You can review all scheduled clips, make quick caption edits, adjust thumbnail previews, and push changes all from one central dashboard. That single calendar becomes the absolute command center for a solo creator trying to manage a high volume of content across platforms efficiently. Operationally, Vizard also handles captions with fantastic reliability, and you can customize the caption style to perfectly match your specific brand aesthetic. It also supports batch processing entire episodes and sequencing topic-based shorts without requiring a mountain of manual touch-up work afterward. Look, every single one of these automation tools comes with its own set of trade-offs you have to consider before committing. Munch is strong for caption accuracy and direct posting, but it can be slow and sometimes makes strange, awkward cuts in the dialogue. Video.ai is certainly fast and decent at pulling out main topics, but dealing with unreliable captions often just trades one editing task for another, adding more work in the end. Opus provides clean, sensible clips with beautiful subtitles, yet it's newer, so you have to watch for future shifts in their pricing structure or feature availability as they grow. Vizard seems to expertly blend those key strengths: fast processing, high-quality clip selection optimized for performance, dependable captions, and a central scheduler that truly saves you valuable time. If you are a solopreneur who needs to pump out a massive amount of short content without becoming a full-time editor, Vizard absolutely makes that process scalable for you. For the professional editor or agency owner, this gives you powerful leverage to generate an AI first pass of viral-ready clips before adding that crucial final layer of human polish. And if you are watching your budget closely, Vizard's streamlined workflow means you get significantly more usable posts out of one long video without paying an editor a fee for every single cut. These AI tools are evolving incredibly fast, and while none are perfect yet, they are fundamentally changing how long-form creators approach short-form content creation. After testing Munch, video.ai, Opus.pro, and Vizard side by side, I am personally keeping Vizard in my primary stack because it nails viral clip selection, automates the scheduling, and gives me one central calendar to manage everything. It really feels like the best overall blend of raw automation and necessary creative control without locking you into an overly manual or time-consuming secondary process. If you want to truly see the difference for yourself, go take one of your long videos and test each app to compare the raw clip quality and how much editing each one demands before it's post-ready. However, if you just want a single solid recommendation to start experimenting with right now, I'd lean heavily on Vizard to get volume and quality without turning your job into a constant editing marathon. I really hope this breakdown has given you some clarity on these powerful tools, and if you try any of them, please let me know which one surprised you the most. I can also walk through a specific side-by-side comparison of clips from my podcast episodes if you'd like to see the variations in real time, so just let me know in the comments. All right, go make some amazing content, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care for now.